Hello again. So, where was I? Yeah, uh, I was going to make next time, or this time, I'm going to check and do this Pabot suite names changes hash. So, what I was thinking it would do is that it should consider the suites that are on the file. And I think also it should check that these two other hash codes are correct. So I'm just going to first benchmark that on IPython console. So with open Pabot suite names for reading f lines is f read lines. So yeah, here we have the lines. So basically, in what cleanups, I'm going to just strip away the new lines. Yeah. So how does the hash thing work? So I'm going to use this hashlib thing also here. So I'm going to put hashlib. Do a little digesting thing. So digest hashlib SHA-1. And let's see what I can do with this. So these represent the hashing thing, returns the digest value as a string, and of hexadecimals. Update hash of state will provide a string. And so I can just first feed the other two hashes to it. So update just lines 0. And I need to encode that to UTF-8 as I have recently learned. Then I need to update with lines 1, which was the other hash. That. Yeah. So now I have the digest with those things there. The first hash, the second hash. Then, as I previously also said, that I don't want to, or I want to ignore the order of the following lines. So this I need to do a bit differently. First, let's take out only those that are suites, and I'll just make a hash out of them, h in lines. So these should be the numbers, and then I want to do reduce of those with XOR, I think. Yeah. Reduce is not defined. Map should be at least. Filter results. Why there's no reduce? It's here. No. Okay, I'll do it in another way. So let's do there's this 8 or I. This is 0. And then I'm just going to for h in those lines I hash h. So after that there's some number there, and I'm very interested in making a hex digest out of that. Let's see if I can put that number in here. Most likely not. So we need to make the integer into a hex. What was it? Hex digest. Return the digest value as a string of hexadecimal digits. Well, actually the easiest way would, I just do a version that works. So it's a string of from I, and then I then encode that to UTF-8. There you go. Digest, hex digest. So that's it. So this number should stay same whenever the order of the lines changes. So, well, I could just test that out, but this is the way I'm going to do it for now. So this is something that is only actually relevant to the suite names files, so these lines. And each hash of a file is here, so it's lines second and strip. And the file hash, let's call that file hash, is actually another of these things. This, and as I said, I'm going to update it with first with line 0. Yeah. By the way, I don't need to use that strip anymore because the lines is already stripped. So lines 0, and I need to encode that to UTF-8, and then do the same for lines 1, then encode that to UTF-8, and then for the following lines, so basically lines from number 3 onwards, these are the ones that I'm going to do the funny thing. So for lines, I'm going to exclusively XOR those hash values, which nicely keeps the value quite small. Then I'm going to update hashes here as a string, and go those to UTF-8 again for now, and then output the hex digest from there. And this is the hash of a file. No, file hash. File hash. Yeah, this is so big that I'm going to make a function out of it. the lines in. Just that. What do we get from there? File hash. Like that. And now I'm going to regenerate if the file hash is different from hash of a file. And yeah, I have a little bit of a naming problem here, so I'm going to rename this the other way around. File hash. Now, because these are all things that I calculated, and these are the things that come from actual file. Okay, so now it should regenerate whenever any one of these changes. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and there's the problem also. I need to now only consider lines starting from the third one. So let's see what happens when I try to execute this. So now it should regenerate, and there should be all the 5 different things that are here also. So basically this and 1, 2, 3, and 5. This 1, 2, 3, and 5 all are present here. Now let's check out the file. Oh yeah, I didn't include that in the storing of the sheet. So now I need to also include that there. So hash of file. Actually, in this case, it should use this one. Hash of file. Or actually, it already has all the components here. So here it should be able to hash of file, generate this, and this newly generated thing should be exactly the same as this file hash. So what this means is, again, everything here. So let's see if I can do this. File hash is basically hash of dirs, right? Then hash of command, right? Then whatever, and then the suite names. So that should be the same as this. So let's see. So it regenerated, has all 5 things here already. And now there's a third hash here. If I do it again, it didn't regenerate, which is awesome. That just works. Yeah. And now, if I mess the file completely, like do something like this, now it should regenerate. So yeah, that it did. So back in order. But if I do this thing, so I change the order of the switches, it should not regenerate. Yes, great. So basically I can move these files in different order altogether, and it just works. And there's one problem of the new line that I need to check also though. So I don't want this empty new line here to influence this at all. And okay, seems it doesn't. But what about two new lines? No. So this for some reason actually works now. So let's see what's there. Most likely it's related to this hash function. So if a hash of a line that doesn't contain anything actually returns a 0, then that will not do anything. So hash of is 0. And an exclusive XOR with another 0. Doing something with, let's say, something like this. That having these here should not change anything. Yeah, so that's why it works. Okay, that's good. So now I have all the basic components here. I can just start doing the fancy stuff. So now, if everything works correctly, this should now follow the order of these switches here. So if I would remake this in a way that like this, it just follows the order here. This is pretty awesome. And if there's a problem here, let's say I remove the test suite number 5, what happens then? So this is now removed. Okay, remove that from there. And, but it also basically can influence the order I've made. So let's, for example, put number 2 here, this one as here. So this is my new order. Let's say I'll remove this test suite. Now, what I would want this to do is that it just removes this line from here, and the other lines are in the same order after that. But that didn't happen. They go back in the original order after that. So that's the next big thing I need to implement. So whenever we regenerate, we should be able to basically use the old order of the switch. the one thing we need to use. But this is enough for now. Thanks.